we will introduce Chinese language and culture. As you know, Chinese is really old language, so it may seem hard to learn Chinese, but we should know that Chinese is less complicated than English in some cases, because in Chinese we have less sounds combinations, so the phonetics is really easy, is simple to study and to learn. You may need to learn some things by heart, but this is not the hardest task you will meet. So let's start with Chinese language evolution. We know that Chinese language is a tonal one, which means that the same syllable pronounced differently have different meanings. For example, we have ma with the third tone, that means horse. And we have ma with the first tone, that means mom. We will see which tones we have in Chinese language later. So go on. So I called this slide Chineses with a plural because Chinese language has 7 groups of dialects. So we have the northern ones that we call Han, and they are characterized by homogeneity. So we have southern ones that we know as Yue, Min, Wu, Kujia, Gan, Xiang. Then we have the standard Chinese that is known as Putonghua, and it's based on Beijing dialect. The standard Chinese is known as Putonghua. This word is important to understand how words are formed in Chinese. We have Hua, that we will find many times in Chinese, because that means language, that means tongue. So this is a base, so to form many other words. And it's based on the Beijing dialect. So it's important to understand that the standard Chinese, it's not the Beijing dialect, but it's based on the Beijing dialect. The Chinese language is scholastically known as Hanyu. Then we will be Hanyu Xuesheng. That means that we are Chinese students. So we have Hanyu, that is the term to indicate the Chinese on a scholastic level, and then Xuesheng, that means students. So
sorry, write the chart.
Forgive me. So as I was saying, we will be Hanyu Xuesheng, where Hanyu is the scholastic term to indicate Chinese language. Xuesheng is the word that means students. So if you already studied a little bit of Chinese, you will know that Chinese has not plural forms. So we need to understand the number of the word, if it is singular or plural, by the context of the sentence, of the phrase. So this is really important in Chinese. A really important thing is the context, but we will see it later. We will have more time to learn it, to learn how to recognize the context in Chinese. So, Xueshang is another important word because it gives me the possibility to explain something. Xue, that is the first character of this word, xue, this one I am, okay, I am indicating. Xue means school, so everything that has something to do with school is indicated with xue. For example, we have ta xue, that is university. Ta means big, xue means school. So the big school, ta xue, university. We have chong xue, that are the middle schools. So chong means middle, and xue means school. So chong xue. We have xiao xue, and many other words formed with the word xue. Okay, let's move on. Pinyin. So, as you already studied Chinese, you may know that Pinyin is a transliteration method useful for Chinese study. That is the transliteration of Chinese words in Latin letters. So it's been introduced in China in the 60s, and it consists of 23 consonants and 10 vowels. So the Pinyin is, as I already read, as I just read, the transliteration in Latin letters of Chinese words. And it's been introduced in China in the 60s because Chinese government was aware of the difficulty that other people, other populations, and other states had to understand Chinese Chinese public figures. Okay, for example, in international meetings, they had difficulty to make other people understand them. Okay, so. Christine, is everything clear? Give me a sign of life. Is everything clear? Chat? Yes, okay, very clear. Okay. So move on the syllable. The syllable. The syllable in Chinese is made up of an initial part and a final one. So all of the consonants can be initials, but NG and R can't be initials. They can be only finals. Whilst only 3 can be finals, as I was saying, N, NG, and R. Finals are usually diphthongs of vowels. For example, ping, where the final G sound, doesn't need to be pronounced, but you have to pronounce it like that. Ping. The G is almost mute. Okay, you know. So we have an initial part, we have the nucleus of the syllable, and then we have the final. So many Chinese words are monosyllabic or bisyllabic, yeah. Then we have the characters. Chinese has more than 60,000 characters. Each of them can be semantic or phonetic. What does it mean? Semantic, that means that it is a character with a semantic meaning, while phonetic is a character with only phonetic melody, with only phonetic meaning. So it can be a word with a proper meaning or simply a melody, as I just said. For instance, when translating new words which didn't exist in Old Chinese because of its oldness as a language, some words were used just to reproduce the sound. For example, Yidali, that means Italy, it's a sound, it's a phonetic, word which is taken by English. So in English we have Italy, and Chinese is Yidali, because in Old Chinese they didn't have the word Italy. They didn't need to translate Italy. Okay, so they needed it in the early times, in the 60s. So they introduced these phonetic words. For example, Yidali. We know that Yi means meaning. So Yi means meaning, Da means big, and Li means to gain, so gaining. So as far as you can understand, Yi Da Li has nothing to do with the meaning of Italy. Okay, that is only a phonetic word to reproduce the English sound of the word Italy. Okay. Okay. So you know that Chinese, as I said in the first slide, is a tonal language. So we have tones. We have 4 tones. Here the pic is in Italian, but I'm going to translate it for you. So we have the first tone, which has constant going. It goes constantly. So it's one moment, I checked. Oh, this is the most difficult part for me. Okay, don't worry, Christine. We will get away with it. Okay, we will get away. So the first tone is ma. Okay, even if you can unmute your microphone, try to repeat it, okay, by yourself, and tell me if you're able to. Okay. Tell me if you're able to repeat it, Christine. It's ma. I'm waiting for your message. The thing is, I can hear well most Chinese sounds, but make so many mistakes when speaking because of the phones. Yeah, but you don't have to worry, because did you know that Chinese people don't respect the tones properly as they should? So they don't pronounce all the tones correctly as they should do. I heard Chinese teacher speaking, but don't respecting the tone. She wasn't respecting the tone, so I was asking why, but she said while speaking you may not hear the tone, because we speak fast, we speak quickly, so we may not respect the tone, but people can understand us. So this is an important part, but give the right weight, okay? So there's some up, yeah. Up never dies. So the second tone instead is like you're questioning something. You're asking a question. So it's ma. Try to repeat it and tell me if you're able to, or if anything it's not clear. Then we have the third tone, which is firstly going like that, and then it's like questioning. So it's ma, ma. Chat. Good, like a question. Yeah. And the third tone, instead, it's ma. Oh, yeah. Gestures can definitely help. Yeah. This is an important part of Chinese learning. Yeah. So it's ma. And then we have the fourth tone that for Italian learners is easier because it's the tone we have in our language. So it's ma, ma. It's like you cut the word. It's ma, ma. So everything clear? The initials, here are the initials and here are the finals. So this is only a part of all the initials and all the finals in Chinese, but it's something to start, to start repeating, to start speaking, okay? So let's see how to pronounce these letters that are Latin letters. Christine, where are you from? Just to understand how can I do to make you understand better? I'm from France. Okay. So France, it's a Romance language as Italian. So all the things I said that are good for Italian, that may be good also for you. So we have the letter B, okay, B, and the letter A. Then the pronunciation will be pa, pa. So the B, pay attention to these, the B is pronounced like a soft P. So the B of black is pronounced as the P of pain. So we have pa, pa. Okay. I repeat after you on my side. Okay. Okay. So is it clear that the B of black is pronounced as the P of pain? So we have pa, pa, pa. Okay. While if you have the B, okay. While if you have the B instead, alone, if you have the B alone, you will pronounce it like può, può, può. Okay. While if you have the P alone, you will pronounce it as a P, but more aspirated sound. So it will be può, può, può. Okay. Try to put a sheet of paper in front of your mouth, and when pronouncing B, the paper doesn't have to move. When pronouncing P, the paper needs to move, okay, to see if you're pronouncing correctly. Chat. Okay, I can hear the difference. Okay, very good. Very good of you. So we have M, we have F, and we have D, okay? And T. The D is pronounced as a soft T. So the D of dining, for example, is pronounced as the T of train. Okay, so if you have D, you will pronounce ta, ta, ta. While if you have the T, the sound is more aspirated one, so it will be ta, ta, ta. Okay, the magic trick to understand if you're pronouncing it well is to put a sheet of paper in front of your mouth, okay? When you're pronouncing B and D, the sheet of paper doesn't have to move. While pronouncing P and T, the sheet paper needs to move. So it is soft sound, aspirated sound. Same thing for D and T, soft sound, aspirated sound. Then we have N and L that are pronounced N, N, and L, L, N, L, N, L. And the M is pronounced M, while the F, F, F. So let's see the combination with the vowel A. Okay, so we have pa, pa, ma, fa, da, ta, na, la. Okay, is it clear? Oh, same principle, yeah. Is it clear? This is clear. Okay, let's see the vowel O. So we have po, po. It's good to review, yeah. So we have po, po, mo, fo. Okay, and then we don't have combination with D and O, T and O, N and O, L and O. So let's see the combination with E, that in Chinese is pronounced So we have M, D, T, N, L. Okay, this is The E is pronounced let's see the combination with I. So we have B, P, Mi, D, T, Ni, Li, Yi. Okay. Let's see the combination with U. We have Pu, Pu, Mu, Fu, Du, Tu, Nu, Lu, Wu. Okay. And the combination with U, the U with the diaresis. Okay, but still okay. Okay. The U with the diaresis, we have New, Liu, You. Okay. You know, I don't know if you know that when we have a diaresis on a vowel, then we pronounce it as, for example, on the U, we will pronounce it like you. I don't know if in French is like that. Do you have diaresis in French? I don't remember. I studied it many years ago, so I can't remember actually. It's close to French U. Yeah, it may be like that. Yeah, there is something similar to French. So move on the phonetic. So actually, this should be a practice that you may need to do. So I don't know, do you want I read it for you and you repeat, or do you want to, I don't know, do you want me to teach you the pronunciation of these diphthongs, or tell me what you want? What you may serve to understand it better. My microphone doesn't work. Okay. Okay. So I read and you repeat by yourself. We have P, P, D, T, Ma, Fa, Na, La, da, ta, ma, na, pu, pu, nu, mu, li, yi, lu, wu. As you can see, there's who of English because the pronunciation is really, really similar. So we have u, while in English is who. So the sound may seem the same, but it's only similar. We have who and woo, woo. Okay. Then we have you, liu, new. Pa, pa. Okay, this is the difficult part because we have tones. So I have pa, 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 pa. Okay, Christine, can you hear the differences between these tones? Oh, this is useful. Yes. I mean, can you see the difference when pronouncing different tones? Do you notice it? Then when I'm pronouncing pa, 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 pa as well. Okay, very good. You're making gestures as well. It is really helpful, okay, for initial learners, for beginners. It's helpful. Then we have pa, then pa, pa, pa. So the difference is that the P here is aspirated. Then we have bo, 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 bo. And the same thing with poo, 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 poo. Okay, so we can continue reading these words, but I don't think that it is useful. Maybe you can make it by yourself at home, because I don't have a response, so you can understand that if I read it by myself, I'll practice more later. Okay. Then I have a little exercise for you. I will read the word, and you will text me the answer if it is A or B. Okay? Okay. So let's move on with the first one. We have poor, poor. What is the question? What is the answer? B. Okay, yes, it's right. Then we have poo, 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 poo. What is the answer? Poo. B. Okay. Then we have okay, I'm reading them like vertical, but the number is different, but it doesn't mean mean anything. So we have u. What is the question? The answer? B. Okay. Then we have okay. The. What is the answer for the 7? A. Okay. We have more. What is the answer? A. Okay, very good. Then we have B. Okay. Then we have ma. What is the answer? Okay. A. Very good, Christine. No, I mean, okay, A. Yeah. Then we have B. B. What is the answer for this one? The sixth. No, this is A. It's B. B. Okay. So it firstly go down and then go up. So it's P. P. Okay. So let's move on. We have oh, the only difference here is that it's a bit longer. Yeah. The most difficult one, it's when you have to differentiate the second tone from the okay, very good. You anticipated me. Second tone and third tones are the hardest one to recognize. So then we have poo, the 8. No, the 8 is poo. So I didn't pronounce the sound F. It's poo. So it's B. Then we have new. Okay. So Christine, as I can see, you're not so bad at Chinese. So I don't know. Did you study it just as a beginner? I don't know. Did you study it at school? You go to university? I don't know. First of all, how old are you, Christine? I studied for 3 years, even in class, so not so many hours. Okay, how old are you, Christine? Oh, you're 46. Okay. But let me say that you're very good for being a beginner. Okay, you're very good. So this is the end of the lesson. I guess you know what that mean. 再见. That means bye bye. See you again. 再见, bye bye. Yeah. So see you on the next lesson, and it's been a pleasure to teach to you. So I hope we will meet again, okay, Christine? And I hope you will get away with your microphone and video.